Welcome back, CSW fans. You heard Will Hall. This is the last time these two men will fight. Win, lose, or draw. This is Silas Brown going against David Prime. This grudge match has gone on for months now. Former tag team partners turned bitter enemies. Here comes a CSW veteran and a longtime fan favorite, David Prime. Well, here we are, fans, the last chapter of the saga of Silas Brown and David Prime, and this may just end up resembling a good old-fashioned street fight between these two men. David Prime starting off with a nice crossbody and a stiff clothesline, and what a high, strong hip toss. Followed by a body slam. What a series of moves. Got a 2 count early on. Prime just wailing on Silas Brown. What could be? Oh my God. That's what I said. Could just resemble a street fight. David Prime taking Silas Brown right over the top rope with a clothesline. He took himself too. Prime just really taking it to Brown early on. Slamming his head on the ring post. Not giving him 1 second to recover from anything. And that quickly, Silas Brown turns the tables and sends Prime into a post. Now what Silas Brown got now, looks like a steel chair he found under the ring. Oh! The variation of a spear there by David Prime. Very effective in stopping Silas Brown from, well, it was quite obvious what he was about to do with that chair. Now David Prime using the chair. Oh, in his own way, just dropping Silas Brown right on the chair. The chair and the floor. Not much give there. David Prime's really been in charge during this match for the most part. He's got Silas Brown back in the ring. And again, just pounding away at his head. Got him up for a suplex, and looks like Silas Brown's fighting back again. Just going back and forth between these two men. Prime muscled him up and dropped him back down to the mat. Just being methodical. Using all his strongest moves against Silas Brown, but can't put him out just yet. Silas Brown rolling out to the ring. Maybe to get a breather. Or maybe he just doesn't know where he's at right now. Prime's up on the apron, stalking Brown. Oh. Silas caught him, scouted that with a belly-to-belly to the floor. Definitely may have just suckered David Prime into that move. Silas Brown telling the ref what to do. That's the nature of this match. Just get out of the way. Ah. And that couldn't have felt good either. Silas Brown He's got Prime up on the apron. Prime's in a very precarious position. Oh. A nice clothesline by Silas takes David Prime right on down to the ground again. Silas Brown in control. Stalking Prime. Ow, and just hammering away. Silas Brown is one you shouldn't count out too early. Once again, just manhandling David Prime. He's got him set up for an elbow drop right to the back. That could have took a little bit out of both men, but probably more out of Prime. With an elbow right to the spine. Silas Brown getting to his feet again. Putting his body on the line to make sure David Prime gets some punishment of his own. Brown throwing David Prime back into the ring. Still taking his time with David Prime. He's got him up for a German with a bridge pin. And only a 2 count. Very close. Very close to a 3. David Prime is having trouble recovering at this point. Started out strong, but is really having trouble recovering. A few punches trying to fight back, but a rake to the eye cuts him back down again. Silas Brown muscled David Prime up. This time, still only getting a 2 count. Both men just taking way more punishment than they should. That's what happens when you have a grudge behind a fight, you know? Prime dealing with that trash talking from Silas Brown. Still fighting up to get to his feet. Welling away with all he's got. An Irish whip to the ropes. And Silas Brown counters that with a nice stiff spear. Both men having trouble getting up at the moment. Brown rolling over and doing a very cocky press on David Prime's chest. Prime still kicking out at 2. What more can Silas Brown do to David Prime? You'd hear that across the room. Oh. He's got him in the corner. Stiff shots in the corner. Silas Brown talking trash. Really in control now, more than any other point of the match. Throwing David Prime into the corner, and David Prime, just when you think he's down, counters with 2 elbows. Whip to the corner. Prime setting him up on the ropes, on the top rope. What could be going on here? So he's going to go for a suplex of sorts. Superplex by David Prime. Does he have it in him, though, to get over and make the pin? This could be his chance. Turn the tables. It looks like Silas Brown's getting up before David Prime. There we go. Right to the corner. Silas Brown trying to regain strength in the corner, and David Prime jumps right on him with 10 punches. David Prime's got a little burst of adrenaline going now. He better take advantage of it. And Silas Brown's moves out of the corner. Prime using all his momentum against himself. And now Brown has Prime up to a power bomb, and he's brought down the roof. It tore the roof off the place. Silas Brown coming out victorious in this final chapter grudge match, ladies and gentlemen. But is it really over? Is it really over finally between these two men? "14 years of mayhem really shook things up in CSW. Now experience the fallout. Catch all the action September 5th, 2015 at the House of Hardcore in Mossy Head, Florida." Fallout promises to be a big show, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of a big show, right now we got two big men, Big Nasty Ben Brackin and the Beast, Lane Smart. Ben Brackin defeated 14 men at the 14 Years of Mayhem show to become the new #1 contender to the Viral Championship. But right now, here comes the Beast, Lane Smart, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to release the Beast. Lane Smart making his way to the ring. Ben Brackin waiting across the way. Who's going to survive versus these two big men? Ben Brackin standing there, not intimidated in the slightest by the Beast, Lane Smart, he just runs wild through CSW. But fans, here's a word from Big Ben Brackin in a Viral exclusive.
CSW, Big Nasty Ben Brackin here. I won the 14-man over-the-top rope battle royal at the 14 Years of Mayhem. That now makes me the new #1 contender. I've only got one thing to say about that. Joe Gibson, watch your back, because it's going to get nasty when me and you step in the ring one-on-one, and I walk away the new CSW Viral Champion.
Bold words from Big Nasty Ben Brackin. He's got to get through the Beast first, but he's already calling out Joe Gibson for the title. Big Nasty Ben Brackin is here to win gold, apparently, ladies and gentlemen, and he's starting with the Viral Championship. Back to this match, however. Lane Smart ducking a clothesline and giving Ben Brackin a dose of his own medicine. Pounding him in the corner. He's got him in the sleeper. He's on the ropes and only has a 5 count. The crowd getting behind Lane Smart. The big headbutt to Ben Brackin, knocking him silly. And that one took him down to a knee. Lane Smart really coming back and standing his own in this match. Ben Brackin slowly getting to his feet. Lane Smart continues to pound. Brackin coming back with a few shots of his own and a kick to the gut. Oh, and those big back slaps that Ben Brackin does. Oh, and there was one in the front too. I hear that echo through the building. And a big splash. You can feel that where you're sitting. Lane Smart got those feet up just in time to knock Ben Brackin off his feet and out to the floor. Lane Smart. It's actually being smart at this point, not following Ben Brackin outside of the ring. Well, I stand corrected, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. And he fell for it. Fell right into the trap of Big Nasty Ben Brackin. And now Brackin back in control of the match. That quickly. Both men reeling. A nice clothesline. Ben Brackin needs another one to take Lane Smart off his feet. Crowd still behind Lane Smart. Ben Brackin firmly behind himself. And another shot to the ribs of Lane Smart. Now he's just going to squeeze the breath out of Lane Smart. Now we're on the ropes and definitely have a 5 count to get off there, or you risk disqualification. What a win for the #1 contender if he could take down the beast, Lane Smart. What a message to send to Joe Gibson. Lane Smart back on his feet, however, seeming a little confused. Fighting it out in the corner. Lane Smart reversing and giving a big chop. Oh, and another to Big Ben Brackin. Lane Smart with a splash of his own in the corner, taking Brackin off his feet. Have a little choke. The straps are down. The Beast is going to do the roll. Oh. Right. Seemed to knock a little bit more out of Ben Brackin. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, luckily Ben Brackin had enough energy to grab the ropes for himself. Lane Smart not slowing down the attack, however. He's going to continue to choke, beat, and stomp Ben Brackin. Referee warning both men can be disqualified if you don't get off the ropes. Beast is really in charge now. He's got Ben Brackin down. Lane Smart stating that this is his swamp. Oh, but swing and a miss. It goes for that big splash. Ben Brackin had enough consciousness to move out of the way. And comes down with a big double axe handle smash to the back of the neck. Almost got a 3 count with that. Ben Brackin harassing the referee about his counting skills. Another kick to the ribs to Lane Smart. He's got him up and down in a variation of the Hoovy Driver. And they got a 3 count on Lane Smart. What a victory. CSW fans, forget about releasing the Beast. Release the Brackin. Now wait a minute. The damn match is over. Ben Brackin is handcuffing Lane Smart to the ring here. The second rope. This is totally uncalled for. We get it, Ben Brackin. You're the #1 contender. You beat Lane Smart. You're after Joe Gibson. Why do you have to do this? He's got the beast chained up. He's attacking him with his kendo stick, just jamming it in his throat. And just shots to his exposed midsection. And here we have Nick Francis coming to the aid of Lane Smart for some reason. Got Nick Francis out here. Those two men collided for a little bit in that viral rumble at 14 Years of Mayhem. Nick Francis was one of the last few remaining in that rumble, but he's out here. They're looking for the handcuff key at the moment. Somebody found the handcuff key finally. Thank goodness. Gonna get Lane Smart unhooked here. Lane Smart back to his feet, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows what would have happened without Nick Francis coming out here? What the hell? Now Nick Francis attacks the beast himself. It was all a setup. Vicious back shot with a chair. Why has Nick Francis and Big Nasty Ben Brackin set up the beast this way? What is happening in CSW, ladies and gentlemen? Fans not happy about this at all. Totally uncalled for. Totally unfair. Ben Brackin saying he's the new beast of CSW. Well, the fans telling you what they think. What is this? This is just totally uncalled for. You think you know someone. You think someone's gonna help you out. And they just stab you in the back. That's what we have here with Ben Brackin and Nick Francis. Fans of CSW that like to see honorable contests, we apologize. We apologize to the fans of Lane Smart. This was just a totally uncalled for, unprovoked, and unsanctioned attack on Lane Smart, ladies and gentlemen. But now we have a word from Suicydal Soulja.
Tighe, the matchup years in the making, finally comes to this. You and me, one-on-one. I went through one of your members to get this opportunity of a lifetime. And as you can see, you got your colors, I got mine with me. Understand one thing between me and you need tradition. My motto has always been, tradition bites. And this time, I'm gonna take a bite out of you.